Alright guys, so welcome back to another giveaway. This giveaway is Excalibur from Fate. And yeah, let me just show you how it looks. Yep, with a neat little cutscene move. And now let me just go over yeah, the stuff real quick. So first of all, maybe the most important thing, how would I change the animation or the cutscene? Well, you can take the normal animation editor or the Moon Animator if you have one, and yeah, the normal animator doesn't have this camera thing, so you can also just disable this for Moon. But if you want to change the position of the camera, this is this part, you can just animate this part. Yeah, I animated it pretty simple. Yeah, you also need to have 3 animation events, but yeah, if you want everything to work. One animation event is called enable updraft particle. This just enabled some particles. This is called start glowing. This makes the sword start glowing. And then we have also the hit animation event to spawn in the hitbox. We can actually move this a bit further until the sword actually is down here. Okay. Yeah. So if you want to change the position of the cutscene camera, just change the position of this part. And if you have Moon Animator, you can also enable this, and then you can already view the cutscene inside of Moon Animator. Then just export the animation and paste the animation ID into here. This camera folder, here's just a camera part inside. Those are the effects. You can change them how you want. There's also, yeah, this death particle, because when we kill someone with Excalibur, we're gonna spawn some particles at his position. Yeah, those are those updraft particles. Pretty simple. Yeah, those particles around the sword are actually also inside of the sword. So inside of the tool's metal part. But yeah, then we also have an VFX event, remote event, because we are doing the particles and VFX on the client and not on the server or on all clients. Here we have a camera shaker module to shake the camera. These are the VFX. They are pretty cheap, not gonna lie. They're gonna be then expanded, so yeah. Yeah, like that. It's really cheap, not gonna lie. Really something really simple. And the floor slash that we've also seen, that you've also seen earlier. Yeah. That's everything inside of replicate storage. Then in source storage we have the hitbox module for spawning in the hitbox. This is just from Moon Animator. this is for a short black screen. When we start our cutscene, a short black screen just appears. Just looks better in my opinion. Here we have the main stuff. So instead of our Excalibur tool, we have a server script and a client script. From the client, we don't need this here, do we? Oh, yes, we need this here. Here we just, let's just look at the server first. So up here you can configure some settings like the cooldown, the damage, and the range of the camera shake. So let's just say here's your character, and here's another player. If this other player is in a 100 stats range, his camera is gonna get shaken. But if he is out of the 100 stats range, his camera is not gonna get shaken. This is basically this 100. Yeah, this is for the hitbox. Yeah, just the normal equipping stuff. We are gonna weld our Excalibur tool to our character's right arm with a motor 60, so we don't use Roblox's normal handle. We use a custom handle. And we also destroy it when we unequip the tool. Then when we activate the tool, so press left click while holding the tool, or just tap on our screen for mobile. We are first gonna check if the debounce is not true and if we are actually live, so our HP aren't 0. Or yeah, just gonna set our cooldown if the debounce wasn't already true, or we aren't dead. Then the debounce is gonna go false again. Here set the humanoid walk speed to 0, the jump height to 0, and auto rotate to false. Here we are creating our new camera part and writing it to the player's humanoid view part, as you can also see for the dummy. And then we fire a remote event with a string called start, and our just we don't need to do that, but yeah, just with start, and then on the client script, we are gonna check if the remote event was fired, and if it was fired and our action, as I called it, is start, we are gonna disable our player's backpack. We are gonna do the black screen stuff. Then we are gonna set the player's camera to scriptable. And with having the camera scriptable, we can set our old camera's C-frame to our new camera's C-frame. And the new camera is the camera part that we just put into the character. And what this max tilt allows you to do is basically just swaying the camera around a little bit while being in a cutscene. So yeah, you can change this how you like. Yeah. Then after camera stuff, we are creating the hitbox, but we aren't already gonna start it. We just created the hitbox. You can configure the size and stuff, the offset, however you want. Then we are gonna play the animation and the sound. Then we are gonna put a highlight on the player. So we're gonna fire a remote event, this VFX remote event. And then we are on our VFX, our client script in starter player scripts, we're gonna do the same as in here. And if we get the Excalibur highlight string, then we are just gonna put it, highlight on our character. And let's try the highlights, or trim the highlights between the highlights transparency out after 5 seconds, and then also destroying it. Yeah. Then if our character would die by any chance, so set it here, we need to stop the animation, because if we don't stop the animation, the character would still do the hit the animation event, and we also need to end our camera. But if you just give the character iframes, you wouldn't have to do this. Then here we're gonna listen for the animation, the keyframe events reached, for the keyframes reached. Then if the keyframes start glowing, then we are playing one sound, playing another sound, and playing even another sound. We are playing 3 sounds, and enabling those particles on the sound, those ones. If the keyframes are enable drafted particle, we are just gonna enable the draft particles or spawn them in here. And if the keyframes are called hit, we disable those particles because it looks better. We are gonna play a sound. All the sounds are in sound service, by the way. Yep. We are gonna fire the VFX route event again with explosion slash as a string this time, and with explosion slash we're just gonna, well, here we are just doing the VFX animating, which wasn't easy and wasn't really fun to do, but yeah, you can play around with some numbers if you want to maybe configure the size and stuff, but yeah. Then here we are gonna check if other characters or other players are near us, and if there are those 100 stats near us, we are gonna do the camera shake. Then we start the hitbox, and after 0.3 seconds we are stopping the hitbox already. And if someone touched the hitbox, this is gonna happen. Yeah. If the health of the enemy is over is not 0, but if the enemy is alive, not alive, or we hit ourselves, then we don't want to continue this. But if it's not like that, then we're just gonna play hit sounds, then damage the enemy with our damage that we put up there. And if the enemy is dead, we are gonna put some particles on him, as I said earlier. Those death particles. Yeah. And if the animation ended, we are also gonna fire our cutscene end stuff. So this one here, we just disconnect this connection. So we stop our setting our camera's C-frame to this camera part C-frame. Then we are gonna enable our backpack again and set the camera tag back to custom. We are gonna set the walk speed, jump height back, set auto rotate back to true, destroy the motor 60 world, and destroy the new cam. Yep. Yeah. That was everything. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.